afternoon and welcome. I'm Peter Brackley. Now, before we join the referee for the kick-off, let me introduce Trevor Brooking.
Thanks, Peter. Two mighty teams and a crowd hungry for goals, I think, today.
It's the semi-final between these two sides, and just listen to the fans who've gathered here to urge their team through to the final.
Underway. Let's see what surprises are in store for us in this one. And Mutu doesn't manage to get that one through. Can he find his man?
Can he get the room he needs? He's got it! Almost straight from the kickoff. It's still early in the game.
Great shot. Well, it's been a high turnout, but most of the crowd not happy about that goal. They got a goal almost straight from the kick-off, Trevor.
Yes, they look confident today.
It's 1-0 now, but can they hang on to this lead? Niculae. Can they penetrate this time? Niculae.
That was a superb interception.
Here's Sergio Ramos. He's caught offside there. He did it around the back, but the assistant referee had his flag up.
Chamas.
Well, this could be interesting.
And Jabi. All given away there. Looking for a free man. And he's looking to play it into the channel.
Great cross.
Through to the safety. And Baraja. Here's Fernando Torres. Knocked it through. Can he put it away? All held on to there. Fernando Torres. Turns defence into attack there. Showed his defensive quality with that interception. Here's Mutu. Joaquin. Ball one here. Looked a foul there, but the ref says no. Nicolae. Nicolae. A nice ball through. Dealt with the threat expertly. Joaquin. Defender. The linesman had his flag up in for offside. Nicolae. Chamas. Nicolae. That's tiny footwork. Knocks it out to the wing. Struck it from distance. I think the keeper was aware it was going over. So an equaliser then would have changed the game, Trevor.
Absolutely, pulling it level is what they want, but they just need that little bit of quality in front of goal to do it.
15 minutes left of the first half. Chamas. Mutu. Here's Mutu. Slid into space on the flank.
Here's Luis Garcia. Ball stolen away. Chance here. Fernando Torres. And Luis Garcia.
Looking for support now.
Here's Puyol. Possession maintained. Chance here.
Oh, that's a great through ball.
Not a bad shot, but it's over.
I think perhaps the pressure from defence affected his shot.
And Baraja. Wonderfully run there. Niculae. Still have the ball. Tight defensive play at the back there. Here's Xabi. Baraja. Neat ball through. It's played into the danger zone.
They win the throw deep inside the opponent's half.
Get a free kick in a very dangerous position. Can they do something with it?
Will he have a go?
Fernando Torres.
And that sails way wide of the left post.
Here's Kivu.
That through ball has put the defence on the back foot.
Still in the defence here.
And he shoots from there.
Another shot blocked by the keeper.
They must be wondering what they have to do to beat this goalkeeper today. Hit it again.
Julio. It's Marchena. It's the end of the first half, and the players head off to the dressing rooms here. The managers with plenty to say, I would think.
Talk us through that half, Trevor.
Well, they may have had less of the ball, but they've used it better, and it's given them the lead.
So as the managers talk to their players in the break, the score stands at 1-0.
The second half gets underway. Let's hope for another 45 minutes of great football here.
The sides have been changed for the second half.
Julio. Here's Xabi.
The through ball has set something up here. And it's cleared. Breaking through.
Neatly threaded ball. Niculae.
And he finds his man in space on the left. And he belts it. No, off target.
I wonder if he was trying to curl it into the... It just didn't come off him.
Niculae.
The defenders are constantly on the back foot. Well, the defender blocked it out well there. He wasn't going to let the cross past it. Corner kick.
Goes for a header on goal.
No, that wasn't going in. Not a bad try, though. The goal would have given them the confidence boost they so desperately needed, Trevor.
You're right, Peter. They have to keep making the chances up front if they're to get that equaliser.
Win possession here. Niculae. What a free kick here. Could be dangerous.
Could be curling over.
On the ball here.
15 minutes into the second half.
Stopped illegally. Baraja. And Xabi. Whoop, flag was up. Just offside then, he'd straight off the last man. The referee's assistant was pretty alert there. Mutu. Well done there. ball in, could give them another goal here. Luis Garcia. Not a bad effort, but it wasn't on target.
Very difficult to time those moves, Peter. They were unlucky the diving header could not quite finish it off.
And he goes for it. It's his super jinking run. Over the bar. Really threatening the goalkeeper there.
Back to basics, I think, Peter. That's to be on target, particularly from there.
It's their first substitution today. They certainly need goals, and this substitution tells us that the manager's intentions are clear enough. Does he foul? No, says the ref. Joaquin. He's carrying the ball forward. Possession gained there. And Mutu. He's still going. Mutu. Threads a through ball down the middle. Luis Garcia. Oh, really slapped him. Quite remarkable. All square. He's hit that well.
I think the goal there was the best thing we could have hoped for, because both teams were desperate to get the next one.
It was such a good shot, wasn't it, Trevor?
A superb shot indeed.
So let's see if they can repeat that performance. We could be in for a classic here. Joaquin. We've reached the last 15 minutes. And Marchena. Here's Michel Salgado. Baraja. They could break the deadlock here with a good ball in. Baraja. It's an amazing goal. They're leading the game again. A great shot into the left-hand corner.
They were sloppy there. They were still celebrating when they should have been concentrating on defending.
Defend this lead now. Niculae looking around for support. They're breaking quickly here. That's easy for the defence. Nicolae. Tremendous through ball. And Baraja. Here's Vicente. And Baraja. Here's Xabi. Wins the ball, great defending. Runs with the ball towards the left flank. Only one goal separating the two teams with just 5 minutes to go on the clock. Can they stay in control and book a place in the final? Didn't give the ball away and still they advance. He goes for the equaliser. He scored! That's number 2. It's a valuable equaliser. In the final few minutes, he scores his second goal of the day.
He looks to be in tremendous shape today.
Behind for some time. They've tied it up. This is going to make it interesting now. Puyo. Xabi. Luis Garcia. Here's Baraja. And Luis Garcia.
It looks easy, but that is a quality piece of skill.
They have another go. There will be 2 additional minutes to be played. Baraja and Vicente. Luis Garcia.
And the defence really dug the keeper out of that one. Throw in. The clock's ticking, a good ball in might win it for them.
Magnificently executed through ball. Stopped him well there. Nothing between the two sides after 90 minutes here, so we go into extra time. And I wonder now, will we find a winner in extra time? Let's hope so.
Always disappointing to concede an equaliser, Trevor, and never more so than in the second half.
Yes, and they've let it in with the manager's half-time team talk still fresh in their minds.
The first half of extra time is underway. Do you think they deserve that equaliser, Trevor?
Absolutely. The defeat would have been very poor.
No, not this one. No way through.
Luis Garcia. Julio.
Too obvious.
Contra. Nicolita.
Nope, it's been cut out.
And Luis Garcia just dived in there, gives away a free kick. And that is a yellow card. And I think he knew it was coming too as soon as he went in for that tackle. Now he'll have to be on his toes for the rest of the game. Julio. And Vicente.
This looks like a promising cross.
No, it's been intercepted.
A solid defensive play there, cutting out that pass and clearing it well. Now it's their turn to correct the goal.
There's not a lot of support.
Good running off the ball here. Chance to whip it in.
A headed clearance. Hold on to possession here. Julio. Here's Xabi. Michel Salgado.
The left back really needs to stay sharper.
Luis Garcia.
Oh, that's just skimmed past the left post.
He did everything right with a good ball in, and I think the strike.
The referee blows his whistle to end the first half of extra time, and the scores are still level. And it's anyone's guess as to who will go on now and win this one.
That's the end of the first half of extra time. Trevor, any advice? So here we go, this final period of extra time. Let's see if the second half can produce a winner. Would an attack down the left side be worth it?
Tatum. Here's Michel Salgado. Luis Garcia.
Well, they made the chance, but the shot swings past the right post.
Luis Garcia. Into the box.
Keeper's ball.
Contra. And Mutu. Contra. Kivu. Intercepted. And Luis Garcia. Still have it and in a good position here. Intercepted well.
A lovely ball through.
Within shooting range. Dealt with the threat well. Tatum. And Michel Salgado.
The right-hand channel is an option. They're moving well down the right-hand side.
A great skill.
Here's a strike. A magnificent goal. They take it the lead at last. Inside the final few minutes of extra time.
Everyone knew he was
to do it, and he has done it superbly.
The defenders just couldn't get close enough to him, could they?
Well, the movement and the anticipation was so good, it's always difficult. Were there any signs of them making this kind of comeback?
Certainly they've looked sharper, the passing's been better. They've really stepped up again.
Mikel Salgado. Arteta. And Javi. Pulled up, good defending there. And it's given to the keeper. The shot comes in. He scored! We're back to square one. In the final minutes of the extra period. That's his second goal today.
You know, I wouldn't watch it the way he's shaping up.
You can really feel the relief of the striker. They've got back on level terms, Trevor.
Yes, but I can't see that being the end of the action. Neither side wants a draw, and I think we'll see them both go all out for the win.
No winner could be found even after extra time, so it all comes down to a penalty shootout, and who can hold their nerve now and handle the pressure better. Well, Trevor, we've got penalties.
Oh yes, and having been behind, they'll be thrilled.
Doesn't matter how many times you've been in a penalty shootout, even the most experienced of players can crumble under the pressure. He's getting ready. Struck with authority. The captain is to take charge of this one. He made it. It's 1-1.
Confidently slotted home. A great penalty.
It hit the crossbar. It sailed off to the left.
It was a good attempt though.
Into the left side. He's put it away. Yes, he's done it. Oh, that's a brilliant stop.
The keeper read that well.
This to win it. That's it! Marvellous! He's hit the winner. That's decided the game. They booked a place in the final. It was a pretty even contest, wasn't it, really? I mean, all the way to the penalty shootout.
Oh yes, it was a great battle, end-to-end stuff.
And that's the end of this afternoon's broadcast, so all that remains for me to do is to thank Trevor Brooking for joining us.
No, it's been great fun, Peter.
And from us both, good afternoon.